More practical.
Then I won't have to go through exams. I'm done with competitive. I'm like. So hi ma'am. Hi Charu ma'am. Welcome to your own campus.
So good to be here after COVID.
Oh my God. It must be feeling like a totally different place because I feel you can see a lot of hustle bustle happening around you.
Yes.
So how does that feel? Coming back to a place which is now rejuvenated with, I don't know which energy is it, but I feel it's the start of something new. So
oh, it's amazing because from a dream which we've been dreaming for 12 years,
right,
and to see the Bhumi Pujan from a flat land,
Hanji.
And now to be able to see this actually fructify, I tell you, it is glorious. I'm so thrilled.
So when you came here, this was in 2015 when you laid the jisko Bhumi Pujan kehte
Yes.
hain, laid the founding stones of
Yes,
this.
yes.
From then to now, when you're coming back, there are things have changed
Sea change.
in your personal life,
Yes.
in the person who was responsible for putting this up with
Yes.
you,
Yes.
and you carrying on that vision as I feel, and
Yes.
we can see.
Yes.
How does that come into play from then? When you started, when did you
Yeah.
see this as this, which you see it right now?
Not quite. Actually, what has been the most astonishing change has been, I think, the love and the simplicity and the honesty and the earnestness of the people from this region.
Okay.
That has really wowed me.
What is this
In-
earnest?
There is, it's like they've welcomed me with open arms. I have gone to meet people, cold called, whether schools, professionals, people that are in industry over here, or even the artisans, the workers, who built the campus, the lady workers. We had all of them have just astonished me that this is actually the heart of India.
Wow.
This belt, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, the heart of India, and you can see the heart in this place. It's amazing.
And especially Bhilai and Durg being one of the most cosmopolitan cities of central India.
And nobody knows about it.
Exactly.
Nobody knows. They wonder that, am I going to the boonies? I said, no, I'm not going to the boonies. This is really an incredible place. Please come and you'll be astonished as much as I am.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I being a local kid from
Yes.
this area, I'll tell you one thing which I face as the first thing which when I tell somebody that I'm from Bhilai, they're like, oh, Wasipur ke baju mein, Jharkhand mein. I'm like, nahi, it was a part of Madhya Pradesh and now it's a separate state which is the richest state in mineral wealth or industry. And if I'd like to tell you, I'm pretty sure you must know about this, but the Bhilai steel plant.
Yes.
The biggest steel plant of this country,
Yes.
the highest profit earning plant of the SAIL,
Yes.
Steel Authority of India,
Yes.
is responsible for all the railway tracks of this country.
Amazing.
मतलब अगर इस country में रेल चल रही है,
It's
वो भिलाई की
because-
वजह से. Like Indian Railways runs on Bhilai.
Yeah.
And people don't know about this.
They don't. And I also I can tell them that, it's the next city like Chandigarh. It's a totally planned city.
Exactly.
And I said, we are not in the boonies, guys. It's a twin city to Durg. Bhilai is a planned. They said, really? It's a planned city. I said, I just think of Chandigarh, you think of Bhilai.
Chandigarh.
It's like Chandigarh.
Green, clean,
Amazing.
and the vibe is pure.
It is pure.
Like,
I mean, I get a joy the moment I land on the airport. And we don't even have industry here.
You're a fresh face in the
Fresh face with no baggage, but somehow it's like saying, my God, what an amazing place. And the river, Shivnath river. I mean,
हमारे लिए तो गंगा जी है.
Yeah, सच्ची में. और हमारे लिए भी कैंपस के बाहर.
कैंपस के जस्ट बाजू में. Like मतलब अगर मैंने अपने जितने friends को I've told about KKMU and I am doing certain bit of digital marketing for you guys, and I tell my fans and family that what is KKMU, where is it, and I tell them शिवनाथ के बाजू में.
हाँ बस.
Simple.
बस.
नदी किनारे.
हाँ.
कन्हैया पुकारे. It's very simple like that because you chose a place there where we as young boys and girls, go and chill.
That's what they said. That's what my local friends, some of them said that Shivnath river is where we hang out. And it was strange because, a German architect who designed this building.
Okay.
It's a German, amazing architect. One of the finest firms.
I mean, I would really like to know.
Habitat 5.
Okay.
And his name is Walter.
Okay.
Brilliant architect. You know,
I can see it. I mean,
yeah, he's brilliant
his
architect.
work is speaking for him.
Yeah, he's amazing. And when he first came, he said, Charu, he said, you know, he flew all the way from Bali to Delhi.
From his vacation, I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, he lives in Bali.
He lives in Bali. His life is a vacation.
His life is a vacation
Okay,
in Bali. He flew and he's thinking to himself, who will build a university
in
that's
the middle of nowhere?
Nowhere. You know, now she's asking me to fly from Delhi to Raipur. And where are we driving? Where is this place? Nobody's going to come. Till he reached here, and his first question was, but where does... There was only this road in the middle, you know? He said, ये road कहाँ जाती है? I said, मेरे को भी नहीं पता कहाँ जाती है. I said, चलिए, साथ में चलते हैं. And he came and we walked down the road. We passed the village. I thought it was a sweet village.
Achha.
It's quite a quaint village. Very nicely done, the village. Quite a
Pulgaon bolte hain. Pulgaon bolte hain na?
It's a prosperous village, you know.
Yeah.
And then he came upon the river.
Yeah.
And then he came back. He said, Charu, now I know why this university is here. People will come to it. You have chosen a spot.
मतलब आपने जो it's $1 million spot, if I would say.
Yeah, I really.
Because there is no other water body in this. I mean, it is the center of India. So, I mean, it's plain land. There are no mountains. There's no rivers and anything. There's just one natural body. Water heals.
It does heal.
And water calms you down.
It does.
The first thing I came to the campus and I crossed the lake and I was like, ये तो जन्नत है. Like मेरे को अपने मणिपाल से 15 मिनट गाड़ी चला के बीच जाना पड़ता था to chill.
Yes.
When you had to. This is right here.
I know. Thank you.
And I mean, I give you all the blessings in the world to put something and choose a location which has, I mean, पांचों तत्व बोलते हैं. अब I don't know आप लोगों ने क्या सोचा, but हम वास्तु हम
yes, वास्तु is very big.
तो पानी होना चाहिए, air, water, fire, earth, and Captain Planet बनना चाहिए. Basically, the amalgamation of all 5 elements.
Yes.
And when that happens, it is a place of pure energy and growth and a positive vibe.
I think so. And I really see that, you know, especially this spot of the Shivnath River, when we see it, to me, it's like a mini Banaras. Because, you know, you've got the temples. You've got the steps leading down, and then you've got the burning ghat also opposite.
So, my family member have been
over there. So it's
a part of everybody's life.
Yeah. So it really was. I mean, it's mind blowing that you've got a mini tiny Banaras at your door. Yeah, little.
Like बोलते हैं मैम बनारस आप जब भी जाएंगे ना वो बोलते हैं कि गंगा जी यहाँ की हीरो हैं. मतलब उनके लिए ये मतलब एक कैरेक्टर है जो रहती है बनारस में. शिवनाथ उतनी तरीके से नहीं बोला जाता क्योंकि अब उतना रिलीजियस नहीं है, बट it still is a part of everybody's. Like मेरे लिए जब I have to do the final rites or I have to do a christening or whatever it might just be, the only thing we have is Shivnath.
Amazing.
अगर आपने अपनी location में, I feel if for the students, for the faculty and for anybody and everybody who comes here, you provided, I feel, everything that you need in a temple of knowledge.
Yes, I hope so. You know, in some ways, because we've been so careful. My father's dream was that, you know, if you're building a university, which I am in his name and in his honor, that don't compromise. Okay. Don't compromise on any aspect. Now, you haven't yet seen the art.
Which I want to talk to you about in detail.
The artworks will, I think, come in the next. They'll come in the next. But this wall commissioning is
curated by somebody?
Yeah, by Anjali Ila Menon. She is one of the foremost artists of India.
Wow.
And the same, like Hussain. You know, same genre of artists at that level.
Wow.
There are only a few artists that have this thing. And what she has made for this wall here is, you know, it's Saraswati, like all the goddesses. Wow. The three, and it's the most powerful painting which has been designed for over here. And the rest of the art...
Specifically for...
Yeah. Just curated for here. And the rest of the art is all local artists.
Wow.
So they're all from this belt. So they're all the tribal art. Beautiful artwork.
That is beautiful. The Bastar art form.
Yeah, the Bastar art form.
Wrought iron ka banta hai wo.
Yes. No, even the actual painting. Gond ke.
Vega art and
yes,
Gond and
all the different
ये तो
artists.
मतलब charcoal paintings होती हैं
That's
उस पे.
right. That's right. So
I myself went to Kanha and did that one painting.
Did you?
It was so enriching. कुछ नहीं आपको charcoal लेके करना है and you can go free flow with it.
Amazing.
And something comes out of it.
Yeah, amazing talent. Amazing talent.
हाँ.
So we wanted this showcase to be something that's so unusual that people should say a university campus is really like a temple of learning. And even if you're an engineering student or you are in business, art is a part of your life.
Ma'am, I as an artist, as a theatre professional, as a movie maker, as a filmmaker, as a producer, XYZ, whatever you want to call me, or my team,
yes,
we do everything.
Yeah.
So when you ask a creative that
about the artwork,
right?
Yes.
The art is a reflection of life.
Yeah, it is. It is.
मतलब आपकी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी से ही इंस्पायर्ड आर्ट है और वही आर्ट है.
Yes.
और वही लाइफ है.
That's right.
आर्ट ही लाइफ है एंड लाइफ ही आर्ट है.
Yeah.
तो आर्ट को अगर कोई इग्नोर करता है तो वो काफी खोखली लाइफ जिसको हॉलो लाइफ कहा जाता है वो दैट एंड वी वर एज माय ट्रेनर्स एंड माय सीनियर्स ऑलवेज टोल्ड मी फाइंड आर्ट इन एवरीथिंग.
Absolutely, because everything has energy. You know, the energy is everywhere, so you want things that give you the joyous, positive energy. It can be in the wood, it can be in a beautiful embroidered chair, it can be in paintings, it can be in anything,
right.
You know. So that is our drive. My other big driver for this campus was that I wanted like a Gurukul as well.
Okay,
You
वो
know,
जो पुराना concept.
The Purana concept of studying.
अच्छा एक बात बताओ मैम. I'm sorry I'm
No,
टोक रहा हूँ आपको in the middle of this. There is a Om Rim Shim in the middle of that
Yes.
logo. I think that is what you're trying to tell us, that this is inspired by the.
No, this Om Hrim Shrim is Saraswati's mantra.
अच्छा उच्चारण करते हैं
हाँ,
इसका.
उच्चारण करते हैं. Om Aim Hrim Shrim, and I said we are again knowledge and we must celebrate. If Harvard की शील्ड हो सकती है तो Indian shield is equally powerful.
अरे हमारे
Why
भी
not?
वीर जवान लड़े हैं मैम. हर पावर से लड़े, बड़ी बड़ी पावरों को वापस भेजा है.
Yeah.
So I mean.
So we tried to combine the lotus, the peacock,
हाँ.
and our mantras,
जी.
and said our shield is as powerful with the Indian
As
essence
our culture is.
as our culture.
Wow.
And we want to really celebrate all the elements. Students should understand that, you know, all aspects are so important. You know,
Okay.
your spiritual connection with the divine is as important. So, as part of KKMU, we want that actually you celebrate all aspects. You're multi-dimensional being.
Yeah.
And you should at least get exposure to it. And India is a land of the Vedanta. India is a land of the
Inspired by
Upanishad.
nature, inspired
Yeah.
by life, as
Exactly.
they call it. Yeah.
And our philosophy is so deep, but unfortunately,
It got lost in the middle.
It's got lost. So my goal is that it should be modernized in a way that the youth can embrace it
Can connect with
and connect with it with young dynamic teachers
it. Yeah.
that really allow them to say, I've got something. Aha. So we had our first Vedant class
यहाँ
last
पे?
year.
Okay.
Yeah, but on Zoom.
Obviously.
On Zoom.
The Corona class.
Yeah, the Corona class. But the students, when I asked them, after they did all of their, because they're doing 4 courses at a time,
जी.
after term 1, I said, what is your takeaway out of your 4 courses that you did in
ये
term 1?
वेदांता वाले courses.
No, they did, Vedanta was just one.
Okay.
But others were normal, other critical thinking. There might have been so many other
Right.
courses that they did. But what they remembered was the teachings of Vedanta.
Out of those.
Out of all of them. So, you know, that to me was satisfying to say, okay, these are the principles.
And they'll take it forward in their lives, I guess.
In all aspects. You'll be successful in business, you'll be successful with your family if you are able to learn even 2 of those principles.
जी.
Doesn't
जैसे
have
बोलते
to be-
कर्म ही धर्म है. Like
Yeah.
if you follow that, I guess 90% of the battle is already.
Absolutely. So these guys were reciting some of these slogans.
हाँ जी.
And I was very pleased that chalo, little
पकड़ तो लिया उन्होंने.
हाँ,
सही.
नहीं, पकड़ तो लिया. So the teacher was a good teacher, was able to communicate to them in a fun way. So they said really enjoyed it thoroughly.
Wow. If people are trained to be perfectionists,
Yes.
obviously that is going to the next generation.
Yeah, true.
And that next generation carries that spirit of excellence,
Amazing.
which can be seen in the alma mater we come from, all us
No,
in
I
the
can
schools.
see it. I can see it in terms of each and every one of the people, even here, I can see it.
Yeah.
And this has been the astonishing thing, even let's say my Instagram, a girl who's doing our creatives over there. I mean, the talent is so huge in this region. It's just mind blowing. So if you're able to polish even a little bit more,
अगर आप stage दे दो, मतलब आप किसी को platform दे दो,
बस, that's it. So
you give them the first of all, you have that industry exposure that I feel nobody in this belt can even think of in their wildest of dreams. You come from those companies. You are those companies, ma'am. You sitting here really turn the tide of economics on a country level, right? For you, being from a conglomerate that is responsible to employ, to generate income, to maybe give jobs and to sustain families across the whole country and maybe worldwide also. I'm pretty sure it does.
Yes, 50% of our work is worldwide.
By this, I mean, I would, as a business person, if I think myself, I would just go and expand myself into the rest of the country or maybe the world and conquer, become Alexander the Great. Why have you come to this part of the country and to the center of India, which has been ignored since its inception?
I know. I think destiny brings you. There's something that just propels you. Circumstances propel. I believe in that a lot, that, you know, the universe calls out in whichever shape or form, you know.
And then you just manifest and it drives you.
And it comes. And, you know, my passion has been education. We've been running an American university campus for 20 years. First, it was in heart of Delhi. And then, so we've graduated now over 2,000 students. They've all gone to amazing jobs overseas, in India. 47 countries came to us at those campuses.
Wow.
So, you know, that passion has been there. And then now the opportunity to build a fully Indian university and to bring all that learning of 20 years.
That top tier education ka jo ek industry experience that you bring.
Yeah, and because my father was a believer that it doesn't matter which field you're in.
Okay.
You know, all of our businesses are not complementary.
That's true.
You know,
I mean, I've seen
totally different.
There is fashion industry, there's cosmetics, there's FMCG, there is 24/7.
That's right.
There is chemicals.
That's right.
Now there is education.
That's right. So he always believed you must follow your passion. And my passion has always been education and self-development of people. I get great joy in that. We send from Kerala mainly nurses for the US
I
to the
saw
USA
that. There's
market.
a staffing company that
there's a staffing company, and again, it's that aspiration of somebody who was earning a 10,000 rupees job, who's now getting $120,000 in the US.
Wow. And as MBA placement people look at that salary when they go to the US.
Amazing. And you know, they are able to take their families, they can take their husband, they take their children.
They can support their whole community if they want.
Amazing. So those, to me, that huge leap was possible because I studied in the US, I worked in the US, I worked in the healthcare in the US, and I was able to
You saw a gap in the market.
Yeah, I could just join the dots. And that to me was to be able to say, here's a nurse who couldn't even speak English properly.
Malayalam
Malayalam, and you know, English was very poor, and she had to pass the licensure exam, which is very tough.
I'm pretty sure. And US health standards are pretty
very tough. And her English had to be 7-band IELTS.
Oh wow.
Very tough.
Damn.
You know,
that requires
IELTS,
a lot of coaching.
Even for normal people, it's tough.
For engineers it's required. So I'm pretty sure for her coming from where she does.
And she could do it. Because if you have the right curriculum, the right opportunity, the right job.
True.
You know, then...
And the right direction, I guess.
And the right direction. And I'm hoping that will happen for all our engineers, and whether it's in
MBA
the technology
graduates,
and the MBA
the
graduates.
BCA graduates.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess you have, like, the one thing that I pride myself upon is the digital influence in my life. Offline shifted to online. And without that, there is nothing.
Absolutely.
And you guys are put up courses for that.
Yeah.
There is a digital intelligence course. There is a BCA, BBA specifically tailor-made for digital marketing.
Yes.
There is a Harvard course on digital intelligence that is currently being promoted free of cost, I guess.
Yes.
For the whole country.
For the whole country. Anybody who wants to come can come, because part of the joy is in giving back. Not necessarily expecting a return, but if people find value, we hope that they'll enroll. But if not,
it adds value to their life, I guess
I'm
that
happy.
is your objective already satisfied.
That's right.
So
so it's a really thrilling. I'm just so happy that it's finally come to fruition. It's coming.
It's right there. I guess there's just a few hours remaining till we see the, how do I say it, the fireworks go up.
Yes.
And environment friendly ones. But yeah, and team which is behind this operation for the last 3 years, I've put in their heart and soul, especially the civil construction team से लेके आपके laborers से लेके आपके contractors से लेके आपके anybody and everybody who was sitting in Delhi and doing it also.
Yes.
What was that journey about? Like, I know you were on the last end of things.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have so many things on your plate that this
Yeah.
becomes one of the things that you have to take care of. But sitting in Delhi, working throughout the world, how was that journey coordinating and putting this and maybe not being on site, but imagining it?
It was amazing because, you know, what we did was that we involved everybody in the design. In the sense that anybody in our team is free to present an idea.
Okay.
We don't say, it can come from the worker, it can come from somebody who's not got anything, and we say just make a prototype.
Anybody who's in your contact can be a part of that journey.
Anybody. And that is true for any aspect of it. So I don't say the ideas have to come of a certain cadre of people.
Ma'am, as I can see from you as a body of which carries an energy, I see a creator energy.
Yes.
An energy of a person who drives change.
Totally.
And through your channels of whatever, maybe industry, education, XYZ, that you own and you manage, being a creator of this space, of this educational, how do I say this, methodology that I really want to talk to you about, which is a practical learning experience, which everybody in your team has been focusing on, and since day one, my brief has been, Shiv, ratta nahi lagta yahan pe.
Yeah.
Matlab, I was like, how do you teach people of Bhilai then? Because since day one, we have been told to mug it up and be the best at it.
I know.
Because that gets you the top rank. That
it
has
gets
been
you
the
top rank. That is true.
Now you come in and you bring in the world psychology of education.
Yeah.
Which is peer-to-peer learning.
Yeah.
Which is industry practicality and hands-on experience. And learning through case studies and experience and whatever is at your disposal, right?
Yes.
I mean, why have you chosen this format and not the everyday university format of this country?
Because, you know, that's what I saw with the graduates of 2,000 students that we graduated not only from Delhi, which came from all over India, you know, to our Delhi campuses with the American campus, and also from 47 countries. That it appealed universally.
Okay.
It didn't matter. Even a student from Europe or a student from America or from Australia or from Africa, it didn't matter where they were from, or from the corporate sector, because we had Genpact as our client. We had so many corporates where we were teaching the MBA program.
And these are executive programs, I'm guessing.
Full MBA, but at the site.
High level people from very
high level, this thing where we would say we were in 7 cities for Genpact all over India, teaching it at the same time, but physical, not online.
But and that's one-to-one training.
One-to-one. And all of them love this methodology.